Control refers to I can. Yes, I can. Okay. Uh, How much of that individual feels that his life and his emotions are, uh, I mean, if you put it this way, uh, are they controlling him or he's controlling them?
Hmm.
Okay. So if his emotions control him, his commitments will go haywire. But if he's controlling his emotions, he will know when we all will feel down at times.
Mhm.
So with that, when I feel down, how do I jump back on my feet?
Okay.
You understand my point? So there are two scales, on which we measure the control. One is life control, and the other is emotional control. Coming to your answer to your
Mhm.
question, that's why I said it's not a one-liner answer that you need to
Mhm.
understand. Now, if somebody has a good life control, let's see what are his highs and his lows. Okay. Or and somebody with a bad control, somebody with a good life control is the one who will always see the cup half full,
Hmm.
and the one with the low life control will always see the cup half empty.
Empty.
Okay. So he cannot see the opportunities, and this guy cannot miss the opportunities.
Hmm.
And think about it, it's not only sports, it's everything in life. Okay. Everything that comes to me, Napoleon Hill in his book Outwitting the Devil says every adversity comes with a seed of equal or better opportunity. So seed of equal or better opportunity, only a person with life control will be able to see those opportunities. Okay. And not only that, he will be seeing them, he will be able to handle a lot of things, so he can juggle with a lot of balls.
Mhm.
Okay. And manage them all, because he is organized. He has a commitment, he has a goal, he is organized. So he can manage them all within his limits. Of course, not that if somebody is going to play cricket and he also wants to go to moon, so he'll manage them all. No, we're
Mhm.
talking about in the same scenario. Whereas the lower end of this world will be, uh, they will feel, oh, things are not my control. They'll always feel victim. My uncle is not in the board. I cannot, so I don't have anything in control. This thing can change.
Hmm.
The new administration comes, they will kick me out. So his energies are flowing. I always say energy flows where attention goes. So his energies are always flowing towards what cannot happen.
Yes.
Okay. And the other third quality of life control people is they believe. See, belief is very important in every aspect, right?
Yes.
They believe that they are the ones who can make a difference. They don't need anybody else to become the
Hmm.
difference. They are the difference. Whereas the other ones, for them, they will always see what I cannot do, what can't be done. They will not see how it can be done.
Hmm.
There are certain things that, for example, I today cannot, or even let's take the example of that air hostess that we mentioned earlier. Up until the age of 34, she had never even walked more than an LA,
Hmm.
forget about running. So that was, if somebody had asked her at that time, her first thought was, when somebody asked her, how can it be done? But then her internal intrinsic motivation was so high that her focus shifted to how it can be done. Huh? So this is the life control part. Once your life is in control, then the second part comes of control, which is the emotional control. And emotional control means that they learn how to be poised. They learn how to be calm. They, I'll give you one small tip here. The biggest weapon to achieve calmness that you can use under stress situations is actually breathing. And you say, oh, wow, how is breathing, right? That's right, I know. We don't know how to breathe.
Hmm.
Most of us have very shallow breathing. So oxygen does not go to our parts, all parts of the body. Oxygen doesn't go there. Okay. Whereas when I do this, I want you all to try this. When you do this, your body starts getting calmer because oxygen supply is going everywhere. Now, this is a small tip. I'm giving you just like a gist. There are
Hmm.
many of them. So they learn these. If they don't know how to do it, they learn them. Okay. And this is their high point. Their low point is that they don't know how to deal with criticism and negative, and they start losing their anger, and they will kick. Like Zidane, classical example, in 2003 World Cup football, I think. I think in 2003 football World Cup final, Zidane from France, he was the captain, when he bit somebody's ear. You remember that? I don't know if you know. A lot of people might not know that.
No, so I don't.
Google Zidane and you will find out he actually during the match, during the game, he was so angry at a player, he bit his ear.
Okay.
Okay, physically. See, like Mike Tyson, he bit his opponent's ear, right? So they lose control. They don't know how to handle their emotions. And I'm talking about, these are elite performers. I mean, Mike Tyson is a big name in boxing. Zidane is a captain of French team. He won them one World Cup. So they also at times lose control. Okay, uh, the emotional control of mentally tough people, they really learn how to understand each emotion, translate it into your strength. If you translate your emotion into your strength, then you know how to manage it. Okay, they know how to respond to situations. They don't react. Whereas if you come to the other side, the weak emotional people, they display their dirty linen everywhere. They don't know how to control, and easy to provoke. They get annoyed very easily. And by the way, this takes me to the definition which I was telling you earlier of resilience. Resilience is a function of control and commitment. So if you are committed and you know how to control, you are a resilient person. Okay, which is one of the qualities I always tell everybody to have, regardless if you are a good leader, if you want to become a good leader, if you want to become a good player, whatever, no matter what you want to do,
You have to be
you
resilient.
have to be resilient to achieve that. Now we come to the third C, which is the challenge.
Sir, before starting third C, I have a question that is control come from motivation?
Okay, see, commitment comes from motivation.
Okay.
Control is also, I would say, control is more of understanding of who you are, your strengths and weaknesses, what triggers you to leave, to get out of control. If you know your triggers, your strengths, your weaknesses, you can develop control. But you will only do that when you know what you want to achieve. Right? So knowing your goals is very critical in everything. And your motivation has to be linked to your long-term goal, but with smaller increments. Like one step. For example, when I'm working with players in cricket, I got a call from an international player. So she called me and she said to me, "Sir, I don't know what is going on with me. I am not able to score. I am losing my focus. Okay, I'm losing my control." So I said, "Do you know what you have inside you?" He said, "Yes, I know I can, but I have all fear." I said, "Okay, before every ball, take a deep breath. Okay, when the bowler is going on a run up, you go take a deep breath, and you know that this is the only ball, this is the final ball, or this is the first ball, and just play that ball." Next match, she scored 82, and she said, "Sir, every ball I scored," and she was not out, by the way.
Okay.
She said, "Sir, every ball I scored, to me, it was that only one ball which mattered. I didn't even know that there was a ball before that and there was a ball after that." Now, this is a very small tweak. This is called living in the moment. So, if you know your strengths, if you know your weaknesses, then you can control your environment and you can be in that moment. That is actually control to me. Okay, I answers your question.
Yes, sir.
Okay.